Hello everybody, happy Friday. It is chilly here today and it made me want to cook something in the slow cooker and just let it fill our house with a good aroma. So we're gonna make a loaded potato soup. And I have about 4 cups of chopped or cubed russet potatoes. So I just bought a 5-pound bag and used the small ones, and the rest we'll make baked potatoes with one day. But let me just go ahead and drain. I actually washed and peeled and cubed these early this morning. I don't know what is up with me, you guys. I wake up so early. So I was up early just peeling potatoes. So I went ahead and put them in cold water with a little salt, put them in the refrigerator. So now I actually have to drain all this water off, and I'm gonna put them into our slow cooker here, our crock pot. And I also went ahead and chopped up some onions. So I have 3/4 cup of onion, and I leave it kind of larger. I don't really like to have like little tiny pieces of onion in there. It gets nice and soft. So we're gonna put our potatoes in and our onion. We are also gonna add our vegetable broth, this whole container of vegetable broth, which is 32 ounces, and some salt and pepper. And that's all we're gonna do for now. We're gonna turn that on high for 4 hours, or you can put it on low for 6 hours. So let's get our potatoes in. I love this recipe for a cold day like today. We've got our potatoes and our onion. And then we'll do vegetable broth. If you eat meat or you're not vegetarian, you could do chicken broth. Just pour all of our veggie broth in. And then lots of pepper. Lots of pepper. Got our little snowman here. Our snow woman is salty, so there's some salt in here. Finish up with the broth. I'm gonna cover it up. And again, on high for 4 hours or low for 6 hours, depending on what kind of time crunch you're in. This is the first step. And then after the 4 or 6 hours is up, depending on if you're cooking on high or low, you're gonna move over and start to work on the stove top. So for now, let me just show you what we've got here. It's just our potatoes, our onion, our salt and pepper, and our vegetable broth. And we're just gonna cook that up here I'm gonna cook it on high for 4 hours. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the stove. So whether you set your slow cooker to low for 6 hours or high for 4 hours, you let it cook all the way through that number of hours, and then you're gonna come here to the stove top, and you're gonna take 4 tablespoons of butter. And I've got my heat on about medium right now, but I'll probably turn it down once this butter gets melted. So I'm putting the butter in now. All right, then we're gonna add some heavy cream, 1.5 cups. I'm gonna let this butter melt a little bit before I move on. Let's see here. All right, we're getting melted up. Let me tell you, this already smells so good, but it might just be because I love onions. I can smell those onions cooking in there. I cannot wait to try this loaded potato soup. It's the perfect day for some soup. All right, so our butter's in. It's starting to melt. 1.5 cups of heavy cream. I did not say this was a healthy recipe, y'all. It's just a delicious recipe. 1.5 cups of cream. We'll take about 1/4 cup, and I'm not really measuring, but a big old dollop of sour cream. I use the light sour cream because why not? I think it tastes the same, and it's a little bit healthier. So we get some sour cream there, and I like to top with sour cream too. But there's sour cream, and then we're gonna take a 1/4 cup of flour and add that in. And then we're just gonna whisk away until it is thickened. So let me start to whisk here. All right. So what we're gonna do after this is finished, we are going to pour it into our potato soup, into our crock pot. And we're gonna let it cook on low for 30 more minutes. And you wanna set it to low even if you cooked on high previously. We're gonna be on low. And I need to turn my heat down here too to low. I'm just gonna whisk up this mixture until it's nice and thick. It just takes a few minutes. Still got a little bit of butter melting here at the bottom. That smells good too. Ooh, Scott's gonna come home and be like, yummy. He's gonna think it smells so good. He loves potato soup just as much as I do. All right, this is getting pretty thick. Gonna give it another minute or two here, just to continue to thicken up. And this is really gonna add some delicious flavor to our soup. And I am kind of doing it the lazy man's way today. Sometimes I will take half of the potatoes and kind of mush them down just to kind of make a thicker soup. But I really just wanted like pure loaded potato soup today, so that's what we're having. All right, this is starting to look really good. Getting nice and thick. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the slow cooker to low. Take the lid off momentarily while I'm adding this in here. Okay. We are nice and thickened. Turn the heat off here. And I'm going to pour it into our crock pot and mix it in. And I'm going to cover it and cook on low for 30 more minutes. So in it goes. All right. Just kind of stir it in here. Why did I use the whisk? Now I gotta get all the potatoes out. All right, there we go. Okay, it is in. Let me show y'all what it looks like now. And we're gonna cook on low here for 30 minutes, but I am going to cover it back up first. There we are. All right, I'm so excited. Let's give this a try. I made myself a little bowl because it's not quite dinner time yet, but I have to taste it. So I'm gonna put some scallions on top. I love scallions and onions, so I'm just gonna add some scallions here for myself. I'm gonna add some bacon bits, bacon pieces. If you eat meat, you can add actual bacon if you like. I'm just gonna put a teeny tiny bit of sour cream on top here. Just a little dollop. And then some sharp cheddar cheese too. And this is our loaded potato soup. Ta-da! is finished. So let me take a bite here. Ooh, it is hot. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That is delicious. I love it. All right, hope you enjoyed. Bye.